Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, November 24th, 2023. This is our last session of Planetary Pooja for the foreseeable future. The program is going on hiatus, so let's have a strong ending. When you have strong endings, that brings good energy for new beginnings. So we're about to do our last Planetary Puja together for a while. This is an advanced form of puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I'm a Pillai Center teacher, priestess, and AstroVed astrologer. And I have been very happy to be hosting this program for quite some time, and wishing all of you well. This form of puja is something that was taught to me many years ago by Dr. Pillai, and I've been very happy to be sharing it with all of you. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. And in doing the puja, we are connecting with these light beings and inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into the world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I've drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. Also, for doing the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a tangerine, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start with the water, sprinkling a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard to symbolically purify the space for the puja. I sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that everyone is purified going into the puja. We start with invoking Ganesha, archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. I ask Ganesha to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Anasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we turn our attention to the time Shaktis, the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om, excuse me, just a second. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moon is in Ashwini. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment we are in the 13th waxing moon, called Trayodasi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Trayodasi Devye Namaha. Om Trayodasi Devye Namaha. Om Trayodasi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area, this is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Vyatipata, which has energies of adversity. Vyatipata, Vyatipata, Vyatipata. And the karana that's active right now is one called Kalava, which has energies that are social. Kalava, Kalava, Kalava. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We start by looking at the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. This is in the sign of Vrishika, or Scorpio. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon right now in my local area. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has 1 or more planets in it. Today in Scorpio is Mars, the Sun, and Mercury. Mars and the Sun are both in the same star, so we honor both of them before we acknowledge the star. I start with Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the Sun for being in Scorpio. I put flower petals on the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Mars and the Sun are in the star called Anuradha, a star that can give blessings for prosperity and friendship. I put the flower petals across Mars and the Sun. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Anuradha star is ruled by Mitra, a form of the sun that gives blessings for tolerance and friendship. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitraye Namaha. Anuradha star is ruled by Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor Mercury for being in Scorpio. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing Mars, planet of courage and willpower, planet that is a healer and a protector, and the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet important for our health and our self-esteem, and Mercury, planet of communication, business, planet that helps with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that gives long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and we reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science and groundbreaking inventions and new discoveries. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn has moved into the star Satyabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, a star that can give blessings for healing energies and also for giving us interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Satyabhisha star is ruled by Varuna, archetype associated with the rains and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabhisha star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, structure, and perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena, or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde and extra powerful, and Rahu. We start with honoring Neptune. I put flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, we honor Rahu for being in Pisces. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and travel. And put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Pushan, divine archetype who takes care of the cows of the gods, gives blessings to all those who care for animals and birds. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, planet that helps with our intuition and helps with understanding our own inner life, and Rahu, planet that helps with thinking outside the box and making friends with new technologies. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mesha or Aries, which today contains the moon, Jupiter, who is retrograde and extra powerful, and also Uranus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. We start with honoring the moon. I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for healing and for speed. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing abilities. I put my flower petals on the moon. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now, Uranus and Jupiter are in the same star, so we honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Jupiter and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. I put the flower petals across Jupiter and Uranus. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, archetype of justice. I put flower petals on Jupiter and Uranus. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Mesha or Aries, a zodiac sign that's a fire sign with very active energy, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality and can help with wealth and everything related to banking or legal matters, and Uranus, a planet that can give creative abilities, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kanya or Virgo, which today contains Venus and Ketu. Venus has now moved into Chitra, so both of them are in the same star. We will honor both of the planets before we invoke the star. I start with Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor Ketu for being in Virgo. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Venus and Ketu are both in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. I put the flower petals across Ketu and Venus. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Twashtar, archetype who is a master craftsman. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Virgo, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kanya or Virgo, the most analytical and detail-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Venus, planet of diplomacy, love, beauty, material plane comforts, and the arts, and Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in my right hand, and I hold it above the chart, the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk, and the many piles of flower petals on it. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we've just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and a sweet fragrance, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now, I take a tangerine, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times. And later in the day, I will eat that tangerine as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking all of them to send their positive blessings into the lives of each one of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly have appreciated your participation and your support for these many, many months that we have been doing this program. Today is the last day in this cycle of this program. So consider that it's on hiatus. I don't know when, if, in what form it will ever reappear, but I have very much enjoyed doing this program for you, very, very much. So let's have a strong ending today, express our deep, deep gratitude to Dr. Pillai for sponsoring the channel. We express our gratitude to Ronnie, who has taken the charts I've made each week and stuck them into the video so that we had, 5 different videos each week to play. I give thanks to everyone on the back end at Pillai Center who has supported this program. I give thanks to all of you for showing up. I can't do a class without people, and I have never had a morning where there was nobody on the call. So thank you all for preventing that from happening. Thank you all for the love and care that you've had for each other, whether you've posted in the chat or not. Thank you for being part of this prayer circle. And thank you to the planets and the stars and the archetypes for the blessings that they have showered on us and showered into our world through this puja. So deep, deep gratitude, deep bow of gratitude to everyone. Someone was asking me what you can do next week when you don't have the charts and everything. A very, very simple practice that you can do is if you're outside and you see the sky, one is you can make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to the planets, the stars, and the archetypes just very quickly for their blessings. And then you can kind of open up your hands in a open palm position and then just surrender to whatever they're wanting to tell you at that moment, to just allow yourself a moment of being with them. So the sky is always there for you. So whether or not you have a chart or not, all these planets and stars are in their positions. And whether you know what position they're in or not, you can still be asking for their blessings. So that's just a very simple sky ritual that you can do without any flowers or chalkboard or anything like that. Very, very simple and can connect you with their energies, Dr. Pillai has been talking a lot about nanosecond, attosecond. Things can happen very, very fast in a flash. So that's a very quick thing that you can do. All right. I need to get off the channel because Ronnie is going to need this Zoom link for an upcoming program. So it's Friday. So thank you all for your sweet expressions in the chat. I love all of you. You have my email address, valli@pillaiCenter.com. If you need to ask a question or let me know something, you're welcome to email me. So for one final time, namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Oh, announcements, just quickly. There will be a community fire lab tonight on Religion of Religions channel at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. There will be a community fire lab on Pillai Center Practice channel, the one for November, next Thursday for Ganesha and Aditi, the mother goddess, at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then in December, on December 8th, a Friday, there will be a community fire lab honoring Mary for the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. And that also happens to be my birthday. Going forward, I will be doing one community fire lab a month on Pillai Center Practice channel. Atomic Dreaming will be on the Zoom link next Tuesday. And then after that, it is moving over to Pillai Center Practice channel and will be a YouTube thing every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. The Mother Mary call will be happening normally next Monday on Zoom. And then after that, it's moving over to Pillai Center Practice channel once a month on the first Monday of the month at noon Pacific time. So those are all the changes I know about for now. I'm pretty sure they'll have me doing some other things too. But next week, I get to go up in the early morning out for a walk because I'll be able to do the Planetary Pooja on my own very quickly. So changes ahead for all of us. Thank you for a beautiful ending. And I'm wishing you all beautiful new beginnings in fresh chapters in your own lives as well. Pillai Center will be creating some new programs. Please stay tuned for announcements as they let us know what those are going to be. And again, namaste. I truly honor the light in all of you. May light encompass all.